You know, we give you the best every Sunday on this channel. This is the Sunday Group Show, the only show on TV that brings you the best of true Christian entertainment. I welcome you, and my name is Kwesi Keys. On today's show, I have an amazing woman. As you can see from the background, I'm inside East Legon, and I'm at the residence of Mama Francisca Duncan Williams. You're going to spend some time with her, chat with her, you know, have fun with her. You just don't go anywhere. You're still watching the Sunday Groove Show. Let me also take this opportunity to remind you that this program is sponsored by Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. So you just don't go anywhere. This is the Sunday Groove Show. Let's go for this quick break. I'll be back.
If you must eat sugar, then I recommend Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. Sunny Gold Brown Sugar comes in 4 nice and attractive packages. Choose the bottle pack and you get a free spoon as well as a plastic shrink wrap label to keep insects away. Choose the sachet pack and you get a tough plastic package and a Ziploc. Choose the cubes in a bottle and you get a plastic shrink wrap. The sugar sticks are convenient to carry any day, anytime. Best for hotels and restaurants too. Sunny Gold Brown Sugar is available in supermarkets. Telephone 0244-636-322. Website www.oxyindustries.com.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too,
after
Mami.
10 years.
It's good to see you, Mami.
So nice to have you again. And Sparkle TV right in my home. Please come in. Please come in. Come in. You are most welcome.
All right, so you're welcome back from that break. Let me also use this opportunity to remind you that this program is sponsored by Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. Mama Francisca, you're welcome.
Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome.
Sure.
So nice to see you.
Yeah,
It's been a while. Where have you been hiding?
I should be asking you about It's been a while. I can hear a lot about you from afar. I see a lot of posters with your picture and all that, but I don't get to come here often.
It means you have to get closer.
Yes, sure. Mami, so what have you been up to?
Oh, wow. A lot of ministry work going on.
Wow.
Yes. Since the last time we met, I started a ministry at Hacho.
Oh, okay.
Yes, called the Doxa Citadel. It's right by the Hacho Puma filling station.
Okay.
Just behind it, you see the signboard there, and we are right there. And I'm so privileged and honored to have the people of God, you know, especially the young ones. I'm taking time to really nurture and teach the younger generation.
Okay.
I strongly believe that by the grace of God, I remember when we were also very young, I became born again, you know, right after secondary school.
Okay.
And so we were still very young, and God has seen us through till this time, all these years.
Wow.
You know, and so I also believe that at this stage of my life, the best I can do is also to impact into the lives of the younger generation.
Wow.
So that is exactly what I'm doing right there at Hacho.
Wow. The last time we were here, I didn't get the opportunity to talk to you for a very long time. But today that I have you here, I just want us to, you know, go deeper into the previous, How did you come into ministry, Mama Francisca?
It's amazing. I'll put it this way, it's in the blood. It's in the blood because I grew up in a Christian home.
Okay.
And I saw my mother and my grandmother. At that time, it was mostly the Orthodox churches.
Okay.
So my family were Presbyterians.
Okay.
And so I saw my grandmother every Sunday taking us to church. And then she passed. And then my mother continued.
Okay.
And in 1972, yes, right at the Teshinungwa Estates, my mother provided her home for church.
Wow.
because there was no church in the community at that time.
Wow.
And so every Sunday there was one pastor coming from Trinity Church.
But was your mother playing any particular role in church?
Yes, our home was church.
Okay.
She offered her home.
Okay.
So we were all part of the church.
Okay.
That one was called, it was called church by force. You know, once people are coming to your home, Sunday morning, saw us cleaning the floor, packing chairs, my mother running, making sure that the pastors were taken care of. I remember at that age, I was a Sunday school teacher, I was an interpreter, I was everything you could think about. I mean, it was just a baby church that has started for the community, and so we all did what we could do. And then also, when I entered into secondary school at Accra High School.
Oh, you went to Accra High?
Accra High School, yes.
I see.
I was part of the SU.
Oh, okay.
And it was all because I was scared of the seniors. And those days we are bully. And so I was scared. I didn't want anyone to bully me. So during break time, we had SU.
Wow.
Scripture Union at that time. So I would run into SU to hide. Of course, being a day school, immediately after school, we had to go home. So that was how I went through the first year, you know, making sure that I got fortification in the SU. But of course, once you have gone through SU for 1 year, it's become part of you.
Yeah.
And so it's continued to where I am now.
Wow.
So for me, ministry has been a lifestyle thing.
Wow. So at what age did you receive Christ as your Lord and personal Savior?
Secondary school age. About 13, 14 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 13, 14. So, but already, as I said, my parents took us to church.
Okay.
So it was already there.
Wow.
But to become born again, to go to, you know, Scripture Union and then say the confessions and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask this question. I know it's not so relevant, but let me ask. Has there been any point in your life where you felt like, no, this is not me? You know, a time in your life where you felt that, no, I'm off, you know, this is not Christian-like. Like being a bad girl, kind of.
Amazingly, I've always been the good girl.
Wow.
I've always been the no trouble girl.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't want to get involved in trouble.
Is it because you had parents who were very strict?
No, I think by nature. By nature, I didn't like, you know, anything that was too much stress and would bring me trouble.
Wow.
I remember those days when all the students used to go to the disco. I went to disco on 31st night.
Wow.
I went to disco on 31st night. But guess what? Within 30 minutes, I'm out of the disco. Because I just didn't fit in.
Yeah.
And I knew that I had a call of God on my life.
right, so you welcome back from that break, and I'm still here with Mama Francisca. Let me also remind you that this program is sponsored by Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. Mama Francisca, do you think it's necessary for people in ministry to have mentors?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I think it's very, very, very important because in everything, you need somebody who has been there, walked the road, and can tell you, do this, don't do that. I was privileged by the grace of God to have people like the late Archbishop Benson Dahosa in my life, yes, and Mama Margaret. And they were great mentors.
Wow.
I remember he would always say, my daughter, don't do it this way. My daughter, you got to do it that way. And I also had mothers like the late Mama Christina Darko. She actually provoked this whole thing. I knew it was inside of me, but she was the one who invited me to her home because she said, you know what? I see the call of God upon your life. I said, Mommy, I'm scared. I don't like trouble. I don't want to get involved in women's ministry. There are too many things with women and fighting and all that and all that. So I didn't want to do it. And so she invited me to her home when I had just given birth to Erefua, you know, the second girl, yes. And she took me there as if she wanted, oh, bring the baby, let me have some days with you and the baby, not knowing she has something up her sleeves. So whilst I was there, she was like, see, Francisca, you see, let's go to Women's Fellowship. You can do it. See how, so by the time I left there, I had fallen in love with the Assemblies of God Women's Fellowship. And I said to her, I said, okay, Mommy, when I go, I'll give it a trial. And I came back and I said, Mommy, if you allow me to use the same name you also have, then, I wanted some confidence. I wanted to have a support. And she said, no, pray about it. God will give you a name. And that was how my women's ministry also started. Wow. And she was so wonderful. She became a part of the whole thing. She didn't just give it to me, but she got involved, you know. She was there for me, when I needed teachings. Okay. At the moment, as I'm also talking, I have a wonderful woman of God, Mama Danso, who is the leader of Women's Aglow, here in Ghana. Yeah. These are some elderly people that God brought my way or are still in my life. And I watch these people. And, these women have so much wisdom. I always said when I was young and I felt somebody had wronged me,
So it's been exciting coming your way with this particular episode, and I want to say a very big thank you to Mama Francisca Duncan Williams for being on today's show. In case you're home and you want to get the Sparkle TV app on your phone, just go onto the Google Play Store and download the 2C TV app. The 2C TV app, 2C TV app on your phone, and you could watch Sparkle TV anytime. All right, so this program has been sponsored by the Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. And I also want to remind you that in case you are a gospel musician watching us from home and you want your music video to be played on this particular program, you can do so. Now, Sparkle TV is giving you an opportunity to advertise all your programs for just 20 Ghana cedis. Yes, for just 20 Ghana cedis, you can advertise your program. You can promote your music right here on Sparkle TV. And I want every musician to take opportunity of this service and promote his or her song. I'm going to see you same time next week for another exciting episode. My name is Francisca, and I'm out.